What's up, party people? You're about to go to bed, and a passing thought comes through your mind. I haven't watched Korean in a while. Maybe I should watch some Korean now. And then you fight this battle in your head, right? You're like, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, no, I want to do that. And you fight this temptation, and before you know it, your pants are down to your ankles, and you're looking at some naughty things, and you're like, here we go again, right? And if you're laughing, that's probably a familiar place that we all find ourselves sometimes. And how we got there, I think we need to understand a little bit more than just trying to fight this temptation by like practical means. Like in my last video that I shared about this struggle of watching porn, okay, which is I'll put it up somewhere so that you guys can refer to that. But I came up with some strategies that might help. But then the thing is, this is going to be a bit more spiritual on the spiritual end. So I guess if you guys are watching, for those of you watching that are not, I guess, religious, then I guess you guys can just pass through whatever. But if you're curious and you're thinking, maybe you're trying all the stops and all the avenues, but nothing's working, maybe this might be it, okay? So the thing is with, when you look at a problem, you're looking at what it is, like for what it is, right? You're looking at, say, ants are entering your home. Why is there so many ants in my home? And the first thing you do is you kill the ants, right? But what you should really be doing is looking for why are they coming into your house, right? There's an underlying issue, and if you don't deal with that, then ants will always keep coming in. Doesn't matter how many you kill, they're just gonna keep coming back into your place until you get rid of the sweet stuff, whatever is in your house that is attracting the ants into your home in the first place, right? And so what I'm trying to get at here is that we need to attack this thing at the root of what it is. Yes, you can go through streaks of 2 weeks, a month, a year, but is that really like sustainable? Yes, for the most part, you can really like go on without watching any of this stuff for a long time, but we want to make this permanent, right? So we want to, again, attack it at the core, all right? So we need to see what the underlying issue is. And I think what it is, see, the thing is about, as a Christian, you're like, oh, no, I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore. You're praying the same prayer every night after you've done the naughty thing that you shouldn't be doing. Naughty. And you're praying to God like, God, I just want to pray for forgiveness, blah, blah, blah. You've said it all before 1,000 times and more, and then some, right? What the problem is this. You may say you hate the sin, but you got to have a deep look into like, how temptation and desire works. So I've been reading this book, and it's been saying a lot of good things about it. And some of the takeaways from it that I got in the most recent chapter was, you cannot be tempted to do something that you do not already desire. So what I mean by that is, you can't tempt me to eat chicken feet if I didn't have already that pre-existing desire to eat that or like that in the first place. So as a believer, what the problem is so the thing about a desire is the lack thereof. It's a lacking of something. That is when you desire something because you don't have it, right? So what we do is we tend to fall into this trap, and we find we watch porn and we look at these things we shouldn't be looking at to fill that void of intimacy in a sense, or like we try to go out of our own way to fulfill that desire. That's when things go wrong, because we should be trusting God with everything, right? Even with these things. So the problem isn't the sin itself. It's actually the underlying problem, really. What it is the unbelief that God will fulfill your desires. Let me take this off because it's really annoying. I feel confined with this. Yeah, so the root of the problem is not that the sin itself, which sin is bad, but sin is there because we desire something, right? There's a lack, there's a need, there's a want, okay? And there's a lack of so there's this thing that we're missing is this belief that God will fulfill our desires, right? So maybe think about it next time. Like, think about, when you look at the situation now, knowing that maybe it's my unbelief is why I act on these temptations. And I guess when it comes to talking to God and praying with Him, you need to pray, for forgiveness for your unbelief. That you ask for forgiveness that you have placed. I guess you've leaned on yourself to fulfill this desire rather than trusting in God and trusting in the process to get you to where your heart desires, basically, because God knows the desires of our heart and He will fulfill those things. We just have to trust Him. We got to be obedient, and we have to stay on the straight and narrow. As hard as it sounds, that's what it is. This is an ongoing battle. It's an ongoing thing. So I will update as I go, as I find new things that might help with the journey of which every man struggles with, and some women. Yeah, so that's kind of it. That's all I have for this video today, and I just hope that you guys were able to get something out of it. My heart goes out to all of you guys that struggle the same struggle, and we'll get through this together, and we will overcome, because we just will. That's just gonna happen inevitably. Trust in the process, trust in God. Believe that He will overcome this situation for you, and that you just have to trust and obey. That's it. So guys, all the best, really all the best. Praying for you guys, and as always, stay fresh. Peace.